Here are two example problems from Mathbook page 212. You can pause the video and look through my work. I'm going to work on these problems, and then you'll have some of them in your Edpuzzle assignment. Whenever you have distributive property in an equation, always distribute first. So negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. Bring your plus 15 straight down. Bring your equal sign straight down. 6 minus 4x. Whenever you can, make the problem simple by doing one thing at a time. And the good next step here is to combine negative 12 and plus 15, which is going to be plus 3. So negative 3x plus 3 equals 6 minus 4x. Add 4x to both sides. Subtract 3 from both sides. These 4x's cancel, these 3's cancel. Negative 3x plus 4x is x. 6 minus 3 is 3. X minus 3 is as simple as you can go. This right here, 8 parentheses, that means multiply. So you have to distribute first. So do 8 times 2x and do 8 times 3. X minus 9 equals 16x plus 24 minus 18. Now let's combine these two things before we do anything else. X minus 9 equals 16x plus 6. Now let's subtract x from both sides. And let's subtract 6 from both sides. These x's drop. These 6's drop. Minus 9 minus 6, or like negative 9, take away 6 more, you get minus 15, equals 15x. Divide by 15. X equals negative 1. This equation has a fraction in it. Because it has a fraction in it, I want to multiply everything by 10. So I'll put it as 10 over 1 because we're dealing with a fraction. And here's our 10 over 1 again, because we're multiplying both sides of the equation times the denominator, because we want the denominator to go away. Now, let's turn this negative 2 over 1 into a fraction so it looks like the 10 over 1 fraction. These 10s will cross cancel and you'll be left with 1 here and 1 there. And then 1 times 1 is 1. So all of this work here, it is canceled. It's gone away. You don't have to do anything with it. So you have x plus 11 equals, and now do 10 minus negative 2 to get negative 20. And then do 8 minus x. Okay, let's give ourselves some more room to work. Let's distribute negative 20 to 8 and to minus x. X plus 11 equals negative 160. Now look here, you've got a negative sign in front of your 20, and you've got a minus x right there. So if you think about it, in front of the x right here is a negative 1, because it's negative 1x. So you're multiplying negative 20 times negative 1, which will give you positive 20x. Now let's subtract x from both sides, and let's add 160 to both sides. These x's cancel, these 160's cancel, so you have 19x equals 171 divided by 19. 171 divided by 19 equals 9. let's distribute the negative 8 to the 8 and to the minus x. Oh, you know what? I got messed up. We're not going to do that first. We're going to multiply everything by 5 first, because there's a fraction in that. So 5 over 1 times negative 8 over 1, parentheses, 8 minus x, equals 5 over 1 times 4 over 5, parentheses, x plus 10. Okay, now 5 times 8 is negative 40. 5 times negative 8. And then we're going to put the parentheses back in. 8 minus x equals, these 5's cancel and your 4 is left alone. Okay, some more room to work. Not quite that much. Distribute the negative 40 to the 8 and to the minus x. So that's minus 320. And then that negative 40 times the minus 1x is positive 40x equals 4x plus 40. Now let's subtract 4x from both sides. And let's add 320 to both sides. These 4x's cancel, these 320's cancel, so you have 36x equals 360. Divide both sides by 36, and you get x equals 10. Distribute the 5 to the x and to the negative 6 first. 10 plus 4x equals 5x minus 30 plus 33. Simplify here first, put those together. 10 plus 4x equals 5x plus 3. Subtract 4x from both sides. Subtract 3 from both sides. These cancel. These cancel. X equals 7. Distribute the negative 6 to both terms inside the parentheses. Minus 6x. Negative 6 times negative 1 is positive 6. Combine your like terms, your plus 6 and your minus 7. Okay, now let's add 7x to both sides. And let's add 1 to both sides. These 7x's cancel and these 1's cancel. Negative 6x plus 7x is x equals 3, and you're done. You have a fraction, so multiply everything by the denominator of the fraction, and then you get to clear out the fraction and don't worry about it anymore. So 4 over 1 times, there's a little negative 1 right in front of that, by the way. You'll see that it doesn't change anything, but I'll put 1 over 1, but remember it's negative. And then 4 minus x equals 4 over 1 times 3 over 4, x minus 6. Okay, 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. 4 minus x equals, and then these 4's cancel, so you have 3 times x minus 6. Negative 4 times 4 is negative 16. Negative 4 times negative 1x is plus 4x equals 3x minus 18. I distributed the 3 to the x and to the minus 6. Let's subtract 3x from both sides. And let's add 16 to both sides. These 3 x's drop, these 16's drop, x equals, looks like -2. We have a fraction in this problem, so let's multiply everything by 2 to clear the fraction out. So 2 over 1 times 1 over 2, parentheses 16 minus x, equals 2 over 1 times -12 over 1 times times x plus 7. Okay, so these 2's will cancel, and you're left with 16 minus x equals 2 times -12 is -24. Need some more room. 16 minus x equals -24x. 24 times 7. 7 times 4 is 28. 168. -168. Okay, and let's add 24x to both sides. And let's subtract 16 from both sides. Okay, these 24x's cancel and these 16's cancel. Negative x plus 24x is 23x equals -168 plus -16. So 168 and 16. So 8 plus 6 is 14. Looks like -184. Okay, divide both sides by 23. X equals -184. 184 negative divided by 23 equals -8. Alright, thanks for watching.